Welcome, football fans, to the birthplace of America, the city of brotherly love. The place where you'll find the best cheesesteak made in this country and some of the best football played inside of Lincoln Financial Field. Jake Elliott is out ready to kick this one away. And away we go at the link. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. That was Reed Blankenship making the stop. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Putting a receiver in motion. Here we go, 2nd and 9. He finds Aguilar. And he's going to be touchdown a yard shy of that marker.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
A gain of a lone yard, but Brock, that's all they needed. First down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Going to the ground again on first. And he stopped after running it up across the 45 to the 46. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Finds Aguilar. On the move, past the 40. Running down the left side. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Fights across for the touchdown. The Ravens take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series. And then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays. But when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
Justin Tucker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. This is taken in at the 13. And he gets him into a good spot, just a yard or two shy of the 40-yard line. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. From the pistol, Hurts. That's to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Hey, 73, 73.
Staying between the tackles with Gainwell. And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit. A run here with Will Shipley. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. So before they can get set and snap. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They have second and pretty long here. Hurts now from the gun. His running back hauls it in deep right. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. They're now set for 1st and 10. Throwing here hurts. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Great, set. 73.
From the red zone now. This ball's caught by Uzama. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Hurts throwing again. And this is caught. And that bid for the lead works out. They're now up 8-7. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Complete, Derrick Henry. Oh, stiff arm. It's a pickup of 26. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. He's got it near the 8. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their 1st. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Henry Does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down. Trying to run with Henry. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. The Eagles decide to spend their third and final timeout, as they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. From the gun, Jackson. The back grabs it. Pushing for it. He needs the goal line, but no! Oh, he's out of bounds short. He's not going to get there. Doesn't make the end zone. That's short, and they're going to turn it over as fourth and goal fails. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Good. Set. Call up the enemy. Delta.
He'll throw it from his own end zone. This one finds Goddard. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing from his own end zone as the open man downfield. Jukes out a one stop. He runs it up to midfield. Look at him go! And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Well, so much for seeing a safety, Brock. Things have totally changed now on 1st and 10 across midfield. Working inside the red zone. And he scores! It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles will add to their lead at the end of the half. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles grow their lead to 8. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Only 17 seconds left for him as they begin this drive. First down, here's Lamar. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there, just 11 seconds remaining.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
He's trying to go deep again. Brought in inside the 20. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. A final throw before the break. And now down he goes. He's sacked, and they're unable to tie this game. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. He fields it from the 8. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Brown with a return here. A big hit there. He's not even going to make it back to the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Great, set. Alpha.
Hurts to throw. It's Dotson on the catch. We're working a couple of yards past the line. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Great, set. Crowd left Yeti.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. On the play fake, it's Hurts. A throw right side, caught by Goddard. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps the drive moving. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give inside to Gainwell. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Phil King.
From the 31. Caught, nice gain left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
Great, set.
They motion the tight end over. From the pistol, Hurts. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Ravens get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the 2nd half. You have all that data from the 1st half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the 2nd.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Hey, report.
Another run for Henry. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Yeah, you want to get above 5 yards to carry? Well, put together runs like that. And I'll tell you what else a run like that does, Kate. That sets up the play action. Right? When you really just gouge or gash a defense like that, the next time you run that action, they're going to be thinking running the ball. You go right over their head.
Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Three quarters in the books from this one. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Hey.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last 2nd attempt to get rid of it.
Back to throw it. That's taken in by Henry. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. Here's Henry on the option. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Jackson throwing here. The screen pass falls incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
They send a tight end in motion. Looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Offense staying out here. It's 4th and 11. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Offense staying out here. It's 4th and 11. He'll throw it. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. One of their best play calls of this game, Brock. Nets him 17 yards on 4th down and gets them the first. From the gun, a run for Henry. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Lamar back to throw. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. Now, they've certainly got the field goal in their back pocket, but they're going to try for the touchdown first here and goal to go. This throw is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
63. No time set.
Wilson, the receiver, in motion left. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Handoff here to Gainwell. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all.
That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Brandon Stevens has it. And the Ravens make the play that should win them this game.
You could see it right off the snap. They got a really good read on where that was designed to go. Having that extra defensive back, that nickel coverage, so critical on that interception. Give that defensive coordinator some credit. Had the right plan, the right personnel. These guys on the field made the right play.
Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Running once more with Henry. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths. Because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Right to the air. Here is Goff. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
I'm sure after he caught the ball and looked up, he thought to himself, uh-oh, trying to find some space, trying to make people miss. But a swarm of defenders were there, and they dropped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Goff. A quick throw there is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw is Goff. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
11. 11. We go. Tonight. DC. Attack.
Again, Goff. That's complete to the Porta. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. 4 consecutive passes to begin this opening drive, and you can't argue with the results. They've already driven it into the red zone and a fresh set of downs here to play with.
Which means there's a lot of trust by the play caller, by the quarterback, the receivers, you name it. Everyone locked in, everyone doing their job. I'd continue to go in that direction because right now they got the defense back on their heels.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Goff. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They go play action with Hurts. And that'll be dumped off to Gainwell. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
He's got his man. That's the rookie from Florida State. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action. Here's Hurts. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's caught. Smith. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Now Hurts looking to change the play. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. What a time for his first catch as they get the conversion on 4th. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Throwing is Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jahan Dotson laying himself out in the end zone. And the Eagles go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. Hurts will throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really... There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 2nd touchdown. A Goff and that Lions offense staying on the field. They'll try for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the two-point conversion for good measure. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Now a play fake here on first down. Gonna look deep for Wilson. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. An explosive 38-yard pickup. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Coming across the field, he finds Dotson. Touchdown, Eagles! Jahan Dotson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Now Hurts changing up the play. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. They convert for two, and that gets them even closer. Now a two-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a 2-point lead in hand, they may not do anything too aggressive here. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover two because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He's into space past the 25. And just shutting him off there. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. In motion goes the tight end. They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll, and now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. On play action, they'll throw. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff, and the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And they'll go on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
They will run for it with Gainwell. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
76! 76! Whirling!
A shotgun snap for Goff. And this one's going to sail on him a bit. And it's
Go back to running the ball, bro. That's all you're good for. That's all 99.9% are good for. I'm not in the business of winning games. I'm gonna compete in tournaments.
Following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 95 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Boy,
You can notice I'm not doing one thing at all. Not doing one thing I do in tournaments.
Now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Goff now looks to throw. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away,
keep going to your seams and corners, what you guys want. Those are open. I don't use them.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now it's Goff. That is caught, and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams hauling that one in from Jared Goff. And the Lions have retaken a 3rd.
Like I said, you guys need everything easy.
So a very strong first drive in the 2nd half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
No advantages on offense, defense, or special teams.
Not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
Don't run the ball. One-dimensional. Bad play calling. I haven't even read your defense once, my guy. Not once.
Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your
4-3, I'm the only one with 3 reads or more.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll set up a throw. This is Smith with a grab.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
I also never sell out of stop a play.
Now Hurts going to move him around.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
Complete. It's Dotson. On the move past the 40. Down the sideline he goes.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34.
That could very well be a defining
See, like I
play
said,
in this
guys,
game.
I don't
A
blitz,
touchdown,
and it's not
that
for
gives
my
them the
benefit,
lead,
it's
and
for
a
theirs.
major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And like I said, guys, they guess with their user.
Going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. So that a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. But all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
And he's
Like I tell every opponent, I don't ever match up. Take advantage of it.
124 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Struggling against a player picking the first 3 plays of the coach's suggestions on defense. I could tell you this still won't stop the run.
Well, at this stage, that's exactly
No
what you
onside
want
kicks ever
offensively.
either.
Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have?
Like I said, offense or defense, no strategy behind
Right
anything
now,
I do.
they're executing really well.
If I'm under center, I'm not running it. If I'm spreading you out, I'm not trying to get an advantage passing it. Defensively, I'm not trying to stop a pass or a run. No strategy.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another time.
Also never quit a game in 23 years playing, 23, 24 years playing online. You would know that if you weren't such a you-know-what and private your account and not even make it findable. Who does that shit? 38 years old, guys. 38 years old.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Dumbass ran outside. Didn't do that once all game.
Here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over.
Hey, if he would have ran outside all game, he would have been running right into the teeth of my defense. So
they need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
like I said, every player is seam, corner, levels, drive, mesh.
Now Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown.
A lot of players do that to get the blocker there.
When you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well.
Go to a seam pass. Go to a seam, a post, a corner, right here. Open. One of them will be open. The average man player based their scheme. Yep, there you go.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he will have a Lions 1st down, and that's the one that should seal a victory.
See, when somebody's not trying, right, they're making the game easy for everybody.
Now, Goff. Looking middle, and that's
What do they say? Mesh.
The Lions will
Mesh
use
spot.
the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes.
These are all guys I should never lose to, guys.
And he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Goff now to throw. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he's
Should never lose to him. He's not trying.
Final minute, that should just about seal it.
And they think I'm trying because I score almost every drive.
Well-executed touchdown, and that caps off what
He has nobody has respect for the game.
Remember, they trailed at halftime.
And how about the
See?
response? That's the type of thing that every team talks about.
I'm not putting any defense out there. Like I said, did I match up once all game? I don't think so. Oh, that's on. Who is that on? That ain't on me. It's on you.
Exactly that. And now they have the lead to show for it.
Right? It's on them to take advantage of it.
They'll bring this to the 30.
But don't tell me, oh, you suck, you're trash, or I'm better than you. Right? Because I let you beat me.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's to his running back, Gainwell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Didn't even use my plays.
Now Hurts going to shift.
Well, whose fault is that? Who didn't run the ball? Who didn't use their plays? Who didn't match up defensively?
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get it